Okay, today we're running the 3.5-inch trim, and everything is going through on the first pass. Now, when I was doing the 5.5-inch trim, I was having to run it 3 times, a little bit at a time, because the vac system would clog up. The finish was not all that great because it was taking too much volume, too much weight, too much wood at one time. So today I'm starting on the 3.5-inch mill run. And earlier you saw me spanking the bag. This is a 2.5 micron dust bag. This thing has got a little bit of material in it. Anyway, the material falls down in the clear bag at the bottom. This bag at the top blows up with the air coming from the fan down here, picks up. But what's been happening, you'll see all this material right here. What happens is if you get too much material at one time, it will actually clog right here inside this manifold before it can be pumped with the impeller. Comes up the tube around this. It's a diaphragm designed to circulate the material at the bag. The air comes out the bag and the material falls down in the plastic bag. Right now there's a little bit of material in the top of this pan. It's kind of dish shaped. You can see it's going, and there's a hole in the middle. So every couple of pieces made me a bag spanker. And I'll smack that bag when it's pumped up, knock it loose, that material will fall down in the bottom, and I'll get a little bit better airflow. So, doing the math this morning, probably in the neighborhood of about 1,000 linear feet can be easily ripped and milled with this machine. We pulled, this is the 5 11/16 knives. There's 2 of them inside. Let's see if we can get a look at this. Currently, we've got the 3 7/16 profile knives installed. So by volume and weight of the wood, because the drier it is, the lighter it is, and it gets picked up a little bit better. This machine does not have any problem milling it, but the back system does. It can only pull so much out. You'll see it rolling up in here, this little window. You'll start to see it roll up, and it looks like it's filling up in there, and then it'll clear itself. Well, moisture, the depth of the cut, and we're cutting pretty deep on this. We're cutting pretty deep. We're taking, I haven't done the math yet, but I'm taking a pretty good chunk of wood out in one pass. This is a little bit more than, actually it's considerably more than what is recommended, but I've already run a lot of that 5 and 11/32 trim through, and did a little rough math, went with percentages, and we're doing pretty good with one run. A nice smooth finish. I mean, it's a clean cut, eliminating any kind of heavy handwork on it. This will get sanded several times by the painters, priming, post-prime, between coats. It'll come out with a very nice, thick, beefy finish. Looks really good when they get done. Oil base primer, because it's poplar. You don't want the grain, the fibers standing up. Work yourself to death. So yeah, I'm going to take another hour, maybe hour and a half, mill up the rest of this, and we'll have 500 linear feet milled up. Come in, ripped up some 1x8, and started shoving it through the mill. And yeah, we'll have 500 foot of finished product, and it'll be an early day. So back to the noise. Okay, so turns out we had 570 linear feet. There it is, 570 linear feet of finished product. A little bit of light sanding on the edges, and it'll be ready to cut up and go to fabrication. What I want to show you is the amount of spoil. So this is a laundry cart, and the bag is a little over half full. Don't want to dump it in there. It'll go everywhere. So that is about 20 cubic feet, just shy of 1 yard. Probably we throw that other bag in, we got about a 21, 22 cubic feet of sawdust. Now these are millings. This is not the same as what comes out of all of the tools. But I found out real quick like that if I leave the sawdust in the bags, it piles up very quickly and takes up a lot of room. So, and it gets expensive. The bags are not cheap. So we made a bag out of some heavy visqueen. You can see the tape joint, and we dump it so that we cut down on the volume in the dumpster. Now this material, being we're working on the 3rd floor, that's where the shop's at, we're dumping it in a chute that goes down to a dumpster. Now, it would have worked out real great because these bags just do fit in the chute, and we could have just left it in the bag. But this right here would actually be about 6 or 7, counting this one, maybe 8 bags. That stuff would have been piled up to here and taken up considerably more room. So we're taking the laundry basket down, we dump it, we have a sprayer that wets it so that it doesn't fly all over the place when it hits the dumpster, and compacts. So the sawdust will be a very negligible contribution to the dumpster, filling all the voids, and of course heavier stuff is being thrown on it. But I wanted to show you waste material. Now that's 570 feet by 2.5 inches by 5/16 milling. That's what you get. So anyway, we are set for Monday morning. Not a bad Saturday morning show. Fitted the knives on the machine, got it all set up, dialed in, ripped down a bunch of 1x8, and started milling. You know, one-man band here, and there's what's left on the rip. So anyway, feel good about it. Starting Monday morning. Gonna go home now. It's not even lunchtime. Thanks for watching.